Hello everyone, in today's video we'll learn how to use API to fetch data into our Flutter application. So we'll be creating this dictionary application in which if I enter a search result, it will take that query and display the meaning of it all alongside the image if image is provided by our API provider. So you can see this that if I write Flutter, it will search for that query and display the result. The API which we are using is owlbot.info. So do check their website. Please hit that subscribe button. You guys do watch the video but don't subscribe, so consider subscribing for some amazing content. Now let's start by creating a new Flutter application. Now select the folder in which you want to create your Flutter project, and I'm going to name my project as Dictionary Flutter App. Let the project get created first. Okay, we got our project created. Now what we need to do next is do drop a like, guys. It really motivates me to push amazing content for you. Now we will start with our application. Import material, void main, run app, and I'll create this new class my app. Okay, now I'll create this stateless widget my app, and in there I will return material app, debug, show check banner. I will disable the banner, debug banner, and I will also write home, and I'll create this new stateful widget home page, stateful widget home page. Okay, and I will return scaffold in it. So before doing anything else, let me run the application first. Okay, so we got our application run and you can see a blank screen here. Now get our app bar designed. So we'll write app bar, and here what I need to do is I will select the background color for app bar, that will be colors.black. But after that what I need to do is I will write the dictionary text in as a title for our app bar. So there are two methods of doing this. First of all, I can write title, center, child, text. Okay, this is the first method. This will also write dictionary in center, or else what we can do, we can write title and then dictionary, or rather text, then dictionary, and I will define some properties of style, text style. I will write the color as colors.white, colors.white. After that what we need to do, for making it in center, we will write center title true. This will place our app bar title in center. Now we got our title done. Now we after that what we need is a bottom. We'll write bottom, and we'll need a preferred size. In this we'll be creating the text form field. First of all, let me define the preferred size. It will be around 45 height, and after that I need the child of row, because I'll have the text form field and also the icon. Now for text form field I need expanded. In it I will define the child as container with a margin of around I need edge insect only. That means I need margin from left 12 and bottom 11. And I need the decoration for that container. I will write box decoration, in which I will write, we will go with border radius and border radius dot circular 24. Okay, we will get our border radius. I will define the color for border radius. This will be color.white, colors.white. I think there is an issue. Okay, we'll forgot to add comma, and I will also write the child in our container, which will be a text form field. So in text form field, before writing anything else, we will need some parameters. Unchanged string text. When the text form is changed while the user is inputting the query, before doing anything else we need some parameters and properties. So okay, you can see I hot reloaded application and the text form is available there. Now before doing anything else we need some parameters. First of all, I will write string URL, and open up your browser. We will be using the API. We will get a token. Enter your email address here. Okay, and now click on register. So this will send us the token to our register mail. Open your mail, and you can see Owlbot, and this is the API. Here is a token and the URL at which we can make the request. So I will copy that URL and I'll be also needing the token string token, and let me place my API token ID there. Okay, I'll be providing the link to this project into my GitHub, so do check my description and also comment down your favorite part which you like in this video. Now text editing controller, this will control our form field. After that, what we need is we are going to use stream builder for loading the text as soon as the user typed in it. So for that, what we need to do is stream builder. For that we need a controller, so we'll write stream controller, and then stream. Okay, now I also need a timer. As soon as the user enters the text to the query to the field, I will wait for these many milliseconds, and after that I will search for that result and fetch the data from my API. So I will write if debounce is active, then first I will write for is active. If it is active, then debounce dot cancel. If a user enters the text with before 1000 milliseconds, let me do some correction here. Okay, I think this will be right. This won't work like this. We need to write debounce equals to timer. We'll write a constant timer of duration of milliseconds 1000. Okay, we got this working right now. And when this timer hit, when the user enter the query and the duration is passed of 1000 milliseconds, then we will call our function search text. So now let us create our function search text. What we need is a search text. Let me write. Okay, we need a function search text async if text editing controller is dot text is equals null, or controller text editing controller dot text dot length is equals to 0. Then we will go with we will pass this stream controller. Okay, let me write stream controller. I don't know why it is taking time. I will write stream controller dot add, and I will add a null to it, and I will return nothing. I will return null. Okay, I'll return null. Now after that, first of all, in initial stage, I will define a property to my stream controller, and I will write waiting to it, and our query will check whether stream controller is in waiting mode or not. And also I need to get a response for my API. This will be an post method, so I need an HTTP also for this. I'll go to pub.dev and I will search HTTP. I'll click on this. I will click install, and I'll copy and paste it to my YAML file. Okay, we got it here. What we need to do next is save this and let it run flutter pub-get. Okay, we got the package added to our project. What we need to do is import http dot as http. Okay, after that I will write response. So this will become http.response because we had initiated http as http. And now in await I will write get URL, and after URL I will write the text which user enters. So if I write apple, then it will add apple to it, and also trim that text if there are another text that user added which we don't need to fetch. And I don't know why is it not showing me headers option, because in header I will pass that token. So for writing headers, I guess what I mistake, let me see, let me first write header authorization, and then I need the token and plus token plus the token variable which we created, the token string that we created rather. Okay, the error was I called the HTTP package as HTTP, so I will have to write http.get in order to fetch my API. Okay, so this is I think okay. Now also I will provide some properties to my stream controller. I will write stream controller.add json.decode, and what I need to decode is response.body. Okay, this will decode our JSON that our API gives us. After that, what we need to do is we will create an init state. As soon as my application loads, the first thing what I need to do is I will need to provide my stream controller, a stream controller function, and to my stream I will call that stream controller which I initiated and provide stream to it. Okay, this is our init state. As soon as our application load, this will be the first thing that we do. Okay, now what we need to do next is, what I'm going to do next is, first of all I will go to my text form field and I will add a controller of text editing controller, and I will also provide some decoration for my text form field. Now input decoration, I need some decoration as hint text, search for a word. Okay, this will be our text, hint text, and I need a padding of around edge insect only. I need padding from left, that is 24, and I also need a border, input border. Wait, let me show you what this border means. So let me hot reload my application, and you can see we have our hint text in our dictionary. What if I you can see this blue line, this is the border for our text form field. What we need, we don't need this, so we will delete this. What I can do is border, input border dot none. Okay, so this will remove our border from our text form field. Let me hot reload this application. Okay, this has been removed. Now what next step we need is an icon, search icon alongside our expanded. You remember I created a row in which I have two children. First one is expanded. Expanded is this thing, text form field, and other than expanded I need an icon button. We can write icon button, and that I need an icon of icons dot search with the color of colors dot white. Okay, and after that I need, when this icon is pressed, what I need to do is I will call my search text function here. Okay, I don't know why is it showing error to me. I guess I forgot to add comma. Okay, as soon as I add comma, this, all the errors are removed. Now we can see that we have the search button in follow up with our text form field. Now what we need to do next is we need to write our container. For our container, I will define some properties like margin. I need some padding from all sides, that is 8. I will write this padding as 8. Let me show you what this means. So if I write the color to be black, so you can see I have padding from top, left, bottom, right, everywhere. Okay, let me remove this. This was for showing you what this means. Now I need a child of stream builder. Stream builder is this thing whenever now I need a child of stream builder. In this I will write builder, build context. I'll write context. Okay, it is showing some errors here. Let me write our builder always need an async snapshot. You can see we need an async snapshot. So what we'll do, we'll create a snapshot for our stream builder. We'll write comma. Let me write, okay, you can see async snapshot, and then I will write snapshot. Okay, we got our snapshot in for our builder. Now what we need to check is if snapshot.data is equals to null. That means then we will return up center, and then we will return a circular progress bar. First of all, if the snapshot data is null, we will return. First of all, the snapshot data is run, then we will return a search word. You can see in our body tag. After that, if snapshot.data is equals to waiting, if our stream builder is waiting for the query, waiting for the API, then we will return center with a child of circular progress bar, progress indicator, with a circular progress indicator. Remember I wrote waiting in a stream controller while the response is being fetched. Okay, as soon as my response is being fetched, I will return a list view with the builder. Okay, and I will remove this. I'm writing list view because for a particular word there can be 2 or 3 meaning, so we need a list view for that. Item count, we will write item count data, and this definition is the number of output for a particular word. I also need an item builder with build context and init index. I will show you what this definition means in a second. And I will return list body, and here I need a children container colors dot gray. Okay. Now everyone will be thinking what this definition means. So our API returns a definition which has different properties like type, definition, URL. So we will also need the URL. We are going to fetch image from network images. I'll create a list style with the leading snapshot.data, and I will write definitions, and then in definitions I will fetch the index with the property of URL, image URL. So I will go to this definition JSON and I will search for this image URL, and what I need to do is just fetch that URL to this leading. Okay, and if that URL is equals to null, so we will do nothing, and if not equals to null, then we will show a circle avatar, which will load our network image. So circle avatar I need a background. What am I doing? Background image. This will be a network image with a snapshot dot data and definitions, then index, and then this would be image URL. Okay, you can see we have a definition, and then in index, if I search for image URL, then I will get the image URL. Here after that we need a title. Title would be the meaning, or rather title would be the text which the user enters. If I write Apple, then it will display the Apple logo there, and after that I need the meaning for that. I will write this open braces and then snapshot dot data, then definition. You can see this is very easy. I think while you are seeing this video, you will also be speaking with me about this index, then type. I need the type of. Okay, after that what I need next is I need a padding. This is the final step, okay, for our dictionary application. Padding with a constant edge insect. I need all padding of 8, then a text which has a snapshot.data definitions, and then index, and then simple definition. The JSON format is definitions. This would be the parent, and then we have definition. There is a just use of S in there. Let me reload the application. Everything is done. Let me check Apple. Okay, why is it not showing? I think the app has not reloaded right now. Let me hot reload it again. Okay, let me hot restart it. Sometimes this happen in our emulator that it is not responding to the way we like. Okay, now we need to search for our query. Okay, I get this method. The getter length was called on null. First of all, double check everything. Definition, image, and then also image URL, then image URL. Everything is working. I guess I connected it to my I connected this application to my physical device because emulator was showing some error. Let me hot restart again. I think is it working or not? If I write Apple, okay, rather if I write Android, okay, it is showing again the error to me. Why? I think I made some token mistake. Okay, you need to provide a space after token string. Only then you will be able to fetch the data. Let me reload the application. Okay, if I write, I don't know why is it happening. Okay, Android, and here you can see we got our data fetched from our API. So this was a simple video how to fetch data from a API to your Flutter application. And let me also check Apple whether my network image loads or not. And okay, we got our network image also loaded. So thanks a lot for watching my video, and do subscribe my channel.